two-port network, the ABCD parameter or a transmission parameter. First we revise the standard equation for the ABCD parameter. Let's have what we have to calculate first, V1 and I1. Okay, then A V2 minus B I2. I1 is equal to C V2 minus D I2. Okay, this is kind of simple example. Start with, okay, this one. Let's get started. This resistor 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 2 ohm and 4 ohm. Okay, assume current I1 and I2 plus minus V1 plus minus V2. So guys, let's get started. Assume the current directions as here give, that's why clockwise, as here give, that's why anti-clockwise. I2, I3 and I1. Simply apply KVL at mesh 1. Here's the mesh 1, minus 2 plus plus V1 resistor, that's why minus I1, minus again resistor 2 I1 and I3 in same direction. No, they are in a opposite direction, that why minus. Assume the mesh current I1 minus I3 is equal to 0. In solving this, V1 minus I1 minus 2I1 minus plus 2I3 is equal to 0. Then V1 minus 3I1 plus 2I3 is equal to 0. Then V1 is equal to 3I1 plus minus 2I3. Okay, because of we shift both all these terms in a right hand side. This is the equation number 1. KVL at mesh 2. Here is the mesh 2. Start from this point onwards, minus plus plus V2, then the again here is the resistor, that's why minus 4. The current in the same direction, that's why plus, assuming the first mesh current, plus I3 is equal to 0. Then simplifying this, V2 minus 4I2 minus 4I3 is equal to 0. Then V2 is equal to these terms get right hand side, then 4I2 plus 4I3 okay. This is the equation number 2. And again apply KVL in this mesh, okay, starting from this point, and again there is a resistor, that's why KVL at mesh 3. Then there is a resistor, that's why minus resistor value 2, current in opposite direction, assuming I3 as mesh current minus I1 Again there is a resistor, that's why -2, the mesh current I3. Okay, and again there is a resistor, 4 ohm resistor, that's why -4. There is current in the same direction, that's why loop current plus another loop current I3 plus I2. Then simplifying this equation, -2 I3 minus plus 2 I1 minus 2 I3 minus 4 I3 minus 4 I2 is equal to 0. Okay, here is I3, here is I3, and here is I3. Then 4 and -6 and -8, -8 I3 plus 2 I1 and minus 4 I2 is equal to 0. I3 goes to the right hand side, sign change. 2 I1 minus 4 I2 is equal to 8 I3. 8 goes left hand side and become divided by 8. 2 by 8 I1 minus 4 by 8 I2 is equal to I3. Okay, then 1 by 4 and here is 1 by 2. The final equation is 1 by 4 I1 minus 1 by 2 I2 is equal to I3. This is the equation number 3. Okay, then simply put the equation 3 in equation 1. Our equation 1 is V1 is equal to 3I1 minus 2I3. Okay, put I3 minus 2. What is I3? 1 by 4 I1 minus 1 by 2 I2. Simplify this. 3I1 minus 2 by 4 I1 minus 2 by minus plus 2 by 2 I2. Okay, this 1 by 2 and this 1. Okay, 3 I1 minus 1 by 2 I1 plus I2, and simplifying this, 2 6 minus 1 I1 taking LSB, then I2, there is a 5 by 2 I1 plus I2. This is the equation number 4. V1 is equal to this one. Okay, then put equation 3 in equation 2. Okay, what is our equation 2? V2 is equal to 4I2. Here the equation number 2, I2 plus 4I3. Okay, put I3, 4I2 plus 4 I3 is 1 by 4 I1 minus 1 by 2 I2. Okay, this 4 get cancelled and there's 4 or 1. The simplifying this, 4 I2 plus I1 minus 2 I2. After simplification, 4 and 2 get 2 I2 plus I1 V2. We need this in the form of this one of the equation. Here we have the I2, I1 and V2. I2, I1 and V2. Okay, so arranging it in a form, then V2 minus I1, V2 minus 2I2 is equal to I1. This is the equation 5. Okay, V2 minus 2I2 is the equation 5. Then this equation 5 put in equation number 4. I am putting this equation here also. Okay, then okay, equation 3. Okay, V1 is equal to 5 by 2. What is I1? V2 minus 2 I2. Okay, plus I2. This is the equation. Simplifying this, simplify, then 5 by 5 V2 by 2 and minus 10 I2 by I2 by 2. Okay, plus I2. Then I2, simplifying this I2, two means there is 5 V2 by 2, taking LSB, 2 minus 8 I2 is equal to V1. Our this equation already get this equation. Now we get this equation, V2 by I2 is equal to V1. Okay, and now the box. Five by 2 and 8 by 2, and here 1 and 2. This is our ABCD parameters. That's all, guys. And here's the note where if there is in the circuit capacitor, transform this capacitor into Laplace transform, then capacitor become 1 by Cs. And if there is a inductor in a circuit L, then convert it into Laplace transform and it will become ls. Okay, and then start solving like this. Okay, thank you.